guys, welcome to another episode of Monaro build, episode 10. Look, this is, some episodes you get a fair bit done and you put an episode out and you feel like you've achieved something. Other times you seem to work for days and days on end and get nothing done. So this happens to be one of those days. I'm really trying to get across those, get on top of those stainless trims. They're just taking me forever. So there's a few bits and pieces in here, but excuse me, I've been spending the majority of my time polishing those stainless trims and sanding them and just getting them right because they've got to be perfect. So there's a little bit of that in there, but not the process, but just progress sort of shots. Run into a few dramas in this episode. You'll see I managed to put a big scratch in the car, which really upset me. But my painter assures me that it'll be alright. So without talking too much crap, I'll put it on. But yeah, as I say, don't seem to have achieved a great deal. But I did put new engine mount bolts in, so I'll take through that process, which obviously is pretty simple, but it's another step in the right direction. Had a look at the fuel system. I can see I need to do a bit of research on that to get it right and set that up. And yeah, I was hoping to get the diff actually, and I just spoke to the diff builder this morning, and he said the axles have been lost. They got no tracking of them. They've come over from over east, and they've been lost. That's held everything up. He's got the buddy, he's got the diff housing, everything done. He's got the HQ drum brakes re-drilled for the Ford pattern on the rims. Got everything he needs except the bloody axles. So unfortunately, he hasn't been. They're waiting on that. I think he said he's going to give them another couple of days. If they don't show up, then he's going to get them to send another set. So yeah, I was hoping to get the new diff, but look, that's not here yet. So look, just another episode to get to keep people interested. You know, getting a few subscribers now, which is really cool. I think I've got 336 or something. So look, it's just another episode to keep your progress as to how we're going. So thanks for watching, and hope you enjoy this episode. Cheers guys. Right everyone, a bit of an update for you. Got some parts here. These are the new drum brakes from DVA. I've got to drop them off to the diff builder. New spring and pin set for the brake shoes. New, what is the name of this thing? Wheel cylinder, brake cylinder, whatever it is. I can't remember the name of it. And the shoes. So, stepping outside, I've been pulling these old ones off. Strip that one down, it's just the handbrake. Don't need that. What I do need to do is undo these bolts if I can, to clean them up and reuse them. Strip this one down also. What I've done is I've whacked it all in a bucket, have a bit of a look at it, and I've got the good old white vinegar. Soak that in there. I'll show you when I do that, and we'll leave it for 24 hours or something like that, and hopefully it'll come up good. Now the other thing I've been doing is, this is just to show you why I'm banging on about being pissed about that, paying the $1,400 for that bloke to clean me trims. I should shut up about it, but tied him up. Now I'm getting the windscreen ones sorted so that I can get the glass put in. Now what I've done is I don't know how well you can see that, but see that I've hand folded that. I've hand folded it there. I've hand folded around here. Hand folded around here. Hand folded all the way around here. And on the other one, much the same. That's how many dents was in it. Now, I've got to go through and re-sand these and polish these now. And I have paid $1,400 for the privilege. So. But yeah, I've hand folded it there. This one's not as bad as the other one. A little bit just here, bit there, and just a bit there. So they need to be sanded back with, you know, we've done plenty of that, so I'm not going to do it again. I'm not going to show you it all, but I'm just showing you the process that I've had to take to get it right. So yeah, I'll show you the end product, but there's no point going over the whole bloody lot again. All I'm using, if you want to have a crack at it, now I couldn't panel beat those dents out because on the back of it is, you know, that lip and whatever, and you just couldn't feel the dents where they were. So if they were a little bit, they were sort of in the middle, which is where this lip is. So anyway, I couldn't panel beat them. All I've been using predominantly is this little fine one, but when you need to give it a bit more oomph, I've got that one, but I didn't really use that. That's too aggressive. This one was the next step up. That's not too bad. And that's all I do, mate, is I bloody have a crack with them. Do as light as you possibly can, and now it's just a matter of getting the paper out and repeating the process like you've seen me to do before in episode 3, whatever it might have been. Anyway, I'm going to get on to pulling these apart and get that soaking, and we'll see how it comes up. Righto. Thanks, dudes. I've got all these new springs in the kit, but might as well just... I wanted to show everyone these brake parts. Now, this is actually the second lot of vinegar. The first lot of vinegar I left for 3 days, and it bubbled away and got all frothy on top and whatever. And look, I pulled the stuff. I was actually really impressed how clean the stuff come up. Like, it come up really, really clean. Just a few minor little things that weren't quite done, so I thought I'd get rid of that because it was so brown and dirty and frothed up or whatever, that I thought I'd do it again. And look, you can see that that's just come up Mickey Mouse. All those parts are just beautiful and clean now, so they just need a bit of paint on them. I'll give them a quick rinse in fresh water, and I think we can call that done. Turn the water on might help. Letting them dry. And yeah, that's a done thing. So I've got to say, all in all, I was very pleased with the result. I'll be using the vinegar, plain white, ordinary vinegar, soaking it for 3 days, and then just another day after that. And as you can tell, that's all come up brilliant, perfectly usable again. So even though I've got all new springs and stuff, but yeah, good. So thanks for that. G'day everyone. Well, today hasn't been a good day. I have successfully put my first scratch in the Monaro, and look, not an effing small scratch either. Trying to watch my language. Absolutely gutted. Here it is. Check that out. Absolutely gutted. What do you say? What I was doing is I was trying to put this bloody trim on. I've shown you before. To get the trim on, you've got, I just need to pick that up, if you bear with me. You got these things, and they slide into here, like so, and then they extend right out there, and right out here. I've shown, if you've been watching my channel, you would have seen this before. And then they go on. Trying to film and do it in one hand. I suppose it doesn't really matter now because I've got to get it repainted anyway. Sorry about the shitty camera work, but look, you can see where I'm getting at. The issue we've got is that doesn't fit there. No matter what I do, that is a tight fit. So Bozo over here having an effing great day, decided to get the effing drill out. Like that in there, go up and down a bit, trying to elongate that hole. What I should have done is rang Mark, me painter, and left it and got his advice or something, left it up to him. So what I did do, instead of doing that, is put an effing big scratch in my effing car. Pretty gutted right now. Geez, I don't know what to say. I don't feel like recording right now, but you guys are here along for the build, the good and the bad. So, you know, let's look at that. Let's think about it. I'm going to have to pull the badges off. I'm going to have to buy new badges. I'm going to have to pull these out. Probably buy a new clip set. Pull that badge off, I'm assuming. Mark's going to have to probably, I'm hoping he'll be able to tape that up and whack a, and if I feel the lip, there's actually a lip, there's a lot of platinum metallic on that, and there's a bit of a lip here down to the, with the black being lower, so I guess that's a good thing because he'll just lay some black on that. I guess with the trim over that, it's not going to affect the stripe too much, which is a good thing. I'm just thinking out loud as I talk. I have to re-mask up those bloody badges, pull the pins off them like I did. I've shown you how I did that before. Get that painted and clear coated again. Hopefully he'll just be able to do that. Section along here, I'm thinking because of the garnish, the trim, that it shouldn't be too much of a problem. But absolutely gutted. Absolutely gutted. So just taking you guys for the ride. I'll turn it off now. Yeah, cheers guys. So this episode, I'm actually not really making much progress, to be honest with you. These are just sitting here. I'll polish these up. And to be honest, I'm not really happy with the final finish on them. A bit hard to tell in this light but there's lots of little, a lot of them are fingerprints and that, but there's lots of little marks in there. What I figured's happening is I reckon this is actually, I can actually, when I'm using this thing, it's actually putting more scratches in it than is good. And the final paper finish that I had on them was a 1200 grit, and I'd probably prefer to go to a 2000 grit. So now I've got some 2000 grit paper. I'm going to pull them off. I'm going to redo them. Now, as I was saying, the reason why I haven't achieved so much this episode is because I'm still doing the rear ones. Mate, this is a big job. This is a massive job. These were sort of not in the best condition. So, you know, I've had to file them. I've been through it all with you before. I don't want to keep filming the same things because it gets a bit boring for you. So, you know, they are just taking time. I think this one I'm up to 600 grit wet and dry. After the 600 grit, the next one I've got is a 1200 grit. So look, I'm getting there with these, but it is taking time, and I really wanted to get that done because I really wanted to get the glass in. I can't get the glass in until these are up to sound. This was 400 grit. This other side, it's 400 grit. So I've got to spend some time doing that on 600 grit. Listen, anyone taking this job on, it really is doable. It's not that hard. It's bloody time consuming. It takes a lot of time, but you can panel beat it, you can file it. You know, you can do your best. It just takes time, and then you just got to work your way up the paper. Now, what I've found is, I mean, if you have a look outside, she's a pretty ordinary day. Although that doesn't look too bad. It's been cloudy. I'll have another look up this side. It's been cloudy and overcast for the last bloody 3 days. What I prefer to do, what I found, I'm so anal. You know, you just got to take time to get it right. What I found is that if you sit on a bright sunny day out in the sun and do it, you can just see every imperfection, and you can work that little area a little bit more. So I prefer to do it on a sunny day because you can actually see in the stainless, you can see the marks better, and just with each grade of sandpaper work it up. So I haven't been able to do that last couple of days. So to get an episode out to keep you all excited or interested or whatever, I thought there's things I can do. I've got to put these engine mount bolts in. These are what do you call it? Hardened steel. So I've ordered them. What we've got is they're just temporary ones. So somehow what I want to do right now is lift the motor, but I actually can't lift it because I don't have a lifting mechanism here. I don't have a bloody hoist here. What I'm thinking of doing is putting a block of wood under somewhere on the block and jacking it up. Can have a play with that. Once I've had a bit of a play with it and worked it out, I'll start filming again, and I'll just show you. I'm just going to take the weight of the motor off those bolts, pull the old bolts out, put the new bolts in. Another job done. Also, what I've got to get around to doing is, I had this on an engine stand, as I've told you before. Obviously, those that kind of plumbing's not what's the end result, the final finish. So I've got a fuel log and things I can do there. Still got to paint these up, paint that up. So look, let me try and get the weight of the engine off, those bolts somehow. I'll work it out without putting a trolley jack under the, hang on love, my daughter, sorry. Come here. Without putting a trolley jack under the sump. I don't want to dent the sump in. And then once I've worked out how I'm going to lift the weight of that motor off, those bolts, I'll start filming again and change those bolts out. So for now, thanks for watching, and I'll get back to you. Okay, so what I've done is I've got a block of wood, put it under that sump, jacking it up, and what I found is I can just get enough on that to pull that one out. Beautiful. Let's whack one of these fresh ones in. So I'll just set the camera up. Get the correct tool and I'll give that a tap. Don't lecture me because I'm not in the mood after scratching my car. Keep it to yourself. I'll tell you what, that did my head in doing that. Absolutely gutted. Right, that's awesome. That's those two done. Right. Could be a bit of an issue here. Might have to pull that alternator bracket off. To get that to go into there. I'll pull the bloody alternator completely off. No, it's a bit of a bugger, isn't it? Yeah. I'm going to have to pull that bloody alternator off to get to both of those. So, in the meantime, I'll just slip that in the bottom one just to hold it. And then I'll have to just undo, I'll have to undo these two and pull that alternator off. Yep, okay, get to that. Let's first one off. Right. All right. So, short of just tightening them up, now I've got all high tensile bolts for the engine mounts. Pretty happy with that. Just got to put the alternator back on. It's pretty easy. Just those two bolts. Drop that back down. The trolley jack. Right everyone, been to the bolt shop because I know I didn't actually say anything, but I actually wasn't really happy with those other bolts that I used as engine mount bolts because there's a bit of movement in there. And I thought about it overnight and I thought, well, that's not right. It can't be, you know, a sloppy fitting. So one of the bolts that I pulled out that was holding it in there just temporary, was this width. Somehow I must have got it mixed up or whatever, so I'm going to change them. I'm going to put these ones in. Now, went to the bolt shop, told him what I wanted, and he's informed me that these cone washers, these cone style nuts are the way to go. You don't need spring washers with them. They lock on and will do the job, and they won't come undone. So he seems to know what he's talking about, so I'll go with that. So I'm just going to quickly change these ones over, and I might look at the fuel system maybe. Righto, got those new bolts in. Feeling much better about the fit. They're a lot more snug. That's the size they're supposed to be. I don't even know why I bothered putting those other ones in yesterday, to be honest, but I think I lost the plot a little bit after I scratched the car. But on that subject, I spoke to me mate Mark that painted the car, and he reckons it's not going to be an issue to paint it. He's going to come and have a look in a little while. So probably just use this line. I think I've said it before, as the line that he'll paint up to and clear, and then the trim itself will hide the bloody the joint. So where to next? Well, I can tell you, I've bought 2 of these 12-volt hair dryers. Idea behind these is not so I can dry my hair, but I'll modify them and put them under the dash for the demisters. So when I get around to getting under the dash, that's a job that needs doing. But for now, I was going to have a look at the fuel system. I've got this aeroflow business to put on, but the sun's come out, so I probably should get on with that polishing. Prick of a job, I'm over it, to be honest. Hang on, I'll just put this camera down so I can open up this box. A big box for a little item, isn't it? So I probably need to research this before I do it, because I need to put the fuel pressure regulator and the fuel pressure gauge on it as well. Not really sure how it's mounted, so I might just get on with the metal polishing for now. Because I've got that fuel, got all the fuel items here. That's a filter. What else have we got here? There's all the, oh, there you go. There's the gauge. It's a kit that I bought. Come with everything, apparently. So, give us a chance to have a look at that. That's the wiring harness for the Phantom 200 series fuel pump that'll go in the tank. So that wiring harness can go in here. Work out that, and we'll see where do we go to from here. Oh, g'day everyone. Just to wrap this episode up, I've finished this item, the polishing of that, and I'm really thrilled with the finish of it. And I'm not sure if you can see it in the light. It's bloody raining outside again, so can't take you out there, but that's come up really well. Very shiny in the light. That just looks mint, so really pleased with that. So I've only got 3 more to go, but having said that, I finished up 600 grit on all of them. So look, I'm not going to keep going banging on about that because that gets a bit boring, but I'll continue to finish that. These taillights, I'm going to post these off today. It's a place over in Victoria that redoes the die cast on these, repairs the metal, so there's some bubbling there. So I'll take the lenses out and I'll put them in the post and see all that bubbling and stuff. They're just going to bring them up like brand new. Not cheap process, but you got to do these things if you want it to be right. So the lead time on that, they tell me, is won't be able to get that done until next year, but at least they've got them there, and at least they're starting the process. So I'll get that done, pop that in the post. Like I say, waiting on the diff builder, finish that diff, and that pretty much sums it up. So this episode, I'm sorry, hasn't been too exciting, but you've seen a few issues I had, and you know, we get through it. But thanks for watching episode 10 of HT Monaro build. Just want to remind you guys, make sure you hit the like and subscribe, and if you hit the little bell, it'll send you a reminder when I put the new episodes out. And just on that subject also, make sure you comment. You know, I've done a few stupid things this episode, and look, I've got broad shoulders. I can handle your feedback, positive and negative. I get a lot of I've getting a fair bit of positive feedback, so I appreciate that. Thanks for people taking the time to write. And you know, like I did a stupid scratching the car was stupid. But putting those engine mount bolts in that were undersized was stupid. I think I just lost the plot there for a little bit, but we're getting there. We'll get the job done. We'll do it properly. With your help, commenting where you think I might be going wrong or where I could improve things, or just send me some feedback. You know, commenting is always appreciated. So thanks very much, people. And hopefully by our next episode, we'll have the diff back and we can whack the diff in, and I'll have those bloody stainless steel trims finished. But thanks for watching, everyone, and see you next episode. Bye for now.